Welcome to the Sweaty Startup. This is Nick. I have a unique announcement today. We have three exciting things happening. Number one, I released the Nick Huber Show. So if you're listening to this show and you're tired of hearing about real estate, the good news is that you won't have to, because I've split up the Sweaty Startup brand. This podcast will remain focused on small business, entrepreneurship, wealth. The other show, the Nick Huber Show, will be focused on real estate, self-storage, asset classes, deal flow, all the things that go along with real estate. So if you're interested in making real estate investing a part of your future, subscribe to that podcast. I put the link to do so in the show notes. Check out the Nick Huber Show. Announcement number two, we have the community live. So the real estate community that will be paired with the Nick Huber Show, it's a paid community, $299 a year. For the first 299 guests, use code FIRST250. That is linked in the show notes as well. That's a paid community on Facebook. We have 60 members in it already. I'm very impressed with the quality of folks who are joining and already the networking that's happening. I did a full-on deal breakdown of our property in upstate New York that we bought in September, talking about how we found it, how we broke it down. And the good thing is you can try it for $1 for the first 5 days. Cancel anytime. Pretty low risk if you ask me. The last thing that I want to talk to you about is Support Shepherd. We've been using a firm to find us Filipino talent in our storage business. And I've been skeptical of hiring overseas because of the language barrier, because of the inability to manage. We finally took the plunge because we found a company called Support Shepherd, SUPPORTSHEPHERD.com. They're a new sponsor of this show and my real estate podcast. They're offering us, if you select the Nick Huber Show, it's how you found out, they're offering us 75 days of basically a worker guarantee that if an employee leaves you or if you fire the employee before 75 days, you get your money back or they'll find you another employee. But Support Shepherd is phenomenal. And the problem for me throughout is that I was a little bit in doubt of their ability. The folks over there, I wasn't sure how good at English they were. I wasn't sure how to find them. The way Shepherd works is they are a headhunter agency. They do the work to actually find the person. You give them the job description, what you're looking for, high skilled, low skilled, whatever, they find it. To put a long story short, in the last 3 months, we've hired 8 people from the Philippines. I have 1 full-time at my podcast. We have 7 full-time over in Bolt Storage. They're answering customer service calls. They're moving people into units. They're solving problems. They literally know the geography to direct customers between our units, renting a unit, opening doors, switching a unit if there's not a lock in there. They are blowing us away by their competency, by their English, and we're talking $5.50 or less per hour. We're talking $850 or less per month for competent customer service reps. These folks used to work for Visa, BDO, fraud departments at Wells Fargo. We're talking about high quality employees. These people support their family on $850 a month. Support Shepherd finds them for you, guarantees the hire, does all the work. I will say that it takes time. So if you do want to get somebody involved in your company, reach out right away because it takes about 2 to 3 weeks to get somebody fully onboarded and hired. You give them a job description, they find you the candidates, they bring them in, you interview them, they do the background checks, they get the employment contract signed up, they take care of everything. Support Shepherd is revolutionizing my business. We have 7 full-time Filipino customer service reps on our team at Bolt Storage. Less than $5,000 a month for that kind of talent is absolutely insane. In this competitive labor market, it is such a blessing that we have Support Shepherd. I'm really also glad that they're sponsoring this show so that you can hear about them. If you have any questions, email me, nick@sweatystartup.com. I'd be happy to introduce you or make a reference. But Nadine over there at Support Shepherd is phenomenal. So that's what's new with me, guys. We are growing fast. We have 17 employees. I have the Nick Huber Show launched. Check it out in the show notes. I have the real estate community launched. And guess what? I'm also going to launch a small business community. The same thing for the real estate community will be a small business community for business professionals to network, help each other, share stories. Because listen, entrepreneurship is a lonely means to an end. I'm telling you, it's most of our friends in this world are our friends because of how close they are to us. It is pretty rare to have a lot of friends who are passionate about starting their own business, and it's hard to relate to a lot of folks that may be in your life now. That's why these communities are going to be so powerful. I'm excited. You may be listening to this. You may have been listening to this show for years. We are evolving as a brand. The Sweaty Startup is growing. I've made a hire, and I'm excited to develop a media company. This is what I'm passionate about. I'm obviously building my real estate development company right now, but I'm passionate about learning. I'm passionate about sharing. I'm passionate about teaching. And what you're watching or listening to right now is a big part of my life moving forward. My goal is to impact as many people as I possibly can with the message of low risk entrepreneurship, low risk real estate. So thank you guys for following along. I really appreciate it. Back to your regular scheduled programming.